Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry I was a little late getting the YouTube page set up. Got distracted, lost track of time, but trying to queue it up for everybody. So we'll give everybody a few more minutes to get ready to go. Today, we're going to hit the legs. Just kind of go over an introduction like we do every class. So we've had a lot of people who only had bands. They weren't able to get dumbbells, or like our friend Julie, just got kettlebells. So this is a perfect one for Julie. So they asked, I'd have people ask if they can do the leg day with bands. You can actually do the leg day without anything at all. There's the deadlifts won't be as effective. You can always, when we do our deadlifts, instead of doing a regular deadlift, you can always alternate and go one leg at a time. If it's too hard with 1 foot down, you can always just go with the toe back and reach down and bring that toe in and push those hips back, whichever you want. So you have options today as we're going. If you'd like to go without bands, I know some of y'all are wanting to go without bands, totally fine. If you want dumbbells, use them. If you have both, for those y'all that are new, we are going to be doing 8 rounds. The first 2 rounds are the same, third, fourth are the same, fifth, sixth the same, seventh, eighth are the same. So each round consists of 5 minutes. After the first round, you'll get a break for a minute. We'll come back in, we'll do the second round. That second round, if you'd like to switch from bands to your dumbbells, you can. Again, I'm just going to demonstrate with bands today so you have an idea of what we're doing. We're just going to be following a leg routine. Everything's going to be about 30 seconds to 90 seconds long. Take the breaks as you need them. Again, this will be all at your pace. So I'll keep a timer for you. I'll be counting and demonstrating what I'm going through. But as we're going, you're just trying to focus on going as long as you can and as hard as you can. And then as you need your break, take it. Remember, we're only doing 5 minutes of work, then you get a minute to recover. So we're a couple minutes in. There are a few people jumping in. Again, that was my fault. I forgot to set it up. I had so day running a little later, lost track of time. But we're good. So grab your bands or your dumbbells. We're going to start with squats. I'm going to do this first bit of squats without anything. I'm just going to get warmed up, and then I'll add to it on the second round. So everything we do this first round, if you'd like to go without, you can. Some of y'all like to go for a jog or do your cardio, your cycling or whatever before. That's great. So if you're warmed up, grab your dumbbells and your bands. I'm going to do this one without to get started. So I'm going to shout out to our Barry's Los Angeles family and our San Francisco family, San Diego family. I was talking to a few of y'all today. Everyone's enjoying the weather out there. We had some rain this morning, but it looks like it's finally clearing up today. A little, guess we got some sunshine. All right, so I got my timer here. We're going to start with squats. So regular squat coming up. Get down as low as you feel comfortable going. Take your time on these. These are not going to be for speed. So let's go ahead and squat this out in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So it's going to squat here, warm it up. I didn't do a lot of stretching beforehand. We've already had the conversations, previous exercises about how tight these hips are. But you got a Bear who's paying a lot of attention. I don't know if you can see him. Torso's turned to the side, hips are toned up. He's just living his best life, passed out. He's been sleeping for a good 30 minutes by now. So like clockwork, as soon as we start going, he'll usually wake up and try to jump on me and get in my face because he's still confused on why I'm talking to myself and not showing him any attention. So we got 20 seconds here, and then we're going to alternate on some reverse lunges. You can do front lunges or reverse lunges. It's up to you. About 10 seconds. And your call if you're going with or without any kind of weights right here. It'll be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to do the reverse. I can't see it, I don't think, but I moved the ottoman over so I have more room because we will be doing some side lunges today and some curtsy lunges as well. You cannot do curtsy lunges, that's okay. You'll be able to do just regular lunges as we're going. Again, nothing over the top on this first one. Just 5 straight minutes, focusing on more quads on this one. It'll be a little bit of glute work, a little bit more quad dominant this first round. Also, talk to a few of y'all today. Bands. If you have mini bands, if you have booty bands, you can use those for these. Obviously, this would be a little bit more of a challenge with the mini bands. You can take them and put them down behind or around your ankles if you want. Just carefully watch your step. You can go a shorter stride if you need to. You got 5 more here. We're going to go side to side in 3, 2, One, side to side. Just focusing on pushing those hips back, step, hips back, top, hips back. So obviously you have booty bands. Booty bands are usually the ones that will Velcro around your ankles. Those are a little easier to use, as in they won't roll up on your legs compared to the mini bands, which have a tendency to. So you can use booty bands, you can use the mini bands on these leg days. It is up to you. I'm gonna go without them, just because I know a lot of people don't have them. We will be doing some side shuffles today with bands. I'll show you how to do them so you can add some tension to the leg exercise. Also, going without dumbbells because it is not the easiest to talk and demonstrate during a leg workout. We got 3 more here. 2, 1, let's go back to squats. We got 2 minutes left. We got our first break. Just sitting down those heels, show those hips back, try and keep that chest up. Try not to squat by just bending over. It's gonna be more of a deadlift look. We wanna try to sit down. Now, if you can't drop all the way down into more of an ass to grass seat, just don't worry about it. So just go down as low as you feel comfortable going. If it's 90 degrees, it's 90 degrees. It's right above that, it's right above that. Speaking of 90, about how much time we have left in this round. I also, as I'm looking at the floor, realize that I need to get out the little Swiffer and clean up the dog hair. What we got going on today. So we got 10 seconds. Then we're just gonna go back to those lunges in 3, 2, 1. So on these lunges, just a little pause. And this is a simple round. And if you have bands, you can go without bands on your lunges. I will give you some options as we're going to do lunges with your band, but we will just be doing 1 lunge at a time when we do that, because it's obviously easier to keep 1 foot on that band that whole time than to alternate. I'll show you some options. I'm doing deadlifts. Some of y'all did ask about the idea of standing on the bands, like putting your feet in the handles, putting the band over your neck for squats and deadlifts. You can do that as well. I'll demonstrate that later on today in this next round. 15 seconds here, we get our first break. Last 10. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, recover. Okay, so some of y'all have the bands that have a little handle pad. If you don't have the padding, you just have the hard plastic one, that'll be fine too. All you're gonna do, if you want to do this, is you don't have to, it's an option. You're gonna take those bands on, put it so the pad to the bottom of your shoe. Then you're gonna take your band. Now, if you have a heavier resistance band, this will be tough at first. You're gonna squat down. That band can literally go over your shoulders. So imagine you have like a barbell on. Now, the key here is you're gonna sit back on your heels, so let your toes stay up. So those handles are gonna come back a little bit. So you can do your squats here. Your side lunges will be a little bit of a challenge to move your feet each time. So what I would do is just rock side to side so you can stay on your heels that whole time. Lunges, same idea. It's gonna be a little bit of a challenge to do your lunges. So instead of stepping forward on each one, you can just hold for maybe 5 and alternate your 5 on the other side. That is if you want to take the bands and put the handles on your feet. You do not have to do that at all in this one. So I'm gonna go back to that again. We're gonna do it very similar to last time. If you did dumbbells last time, if you wanna go without and focus on speed on this, you can focus on speed on this one. I'll do squats with the bands. The lunges are gonna be a little bit more of a challenge. Now, remember, we're doing lunges twice. Squats, lunges, side lunges, squats, lunges again. When we do our lunges, if you're using bands, you're just gonna go 1 leg at a time the entire time on the first one, then switch legs on the second one. Again, I'll give you a cue as we get ready to do that. All right, let's go. In 3, 2, 1, let's squat it out. You know, on those squats, if you have those bands, I like to hold mine up on my shoulders, especially with the handles that have the padding, a little bit fatter grip. So it's a little bit more of a challenge to do your lunges and your squats with that fatter pad, because it does have a tendency to get back behind your heel and then push you up on your toes a little bit more. So, but we'll go 30 more seconds here. And then we're gonna go to those reverse lunges. But remember, we're doing lunges twice on this one. So I'm gonna just do one leg in this first one so it's easier to use the bands. Then we do our side lunges. You can put your feet back inside the bands. I'll show you again as we go. 10 seconds here. Keep repping it out. If you've got bands, you can switch. You got 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. My left foot will stay inside the band. And I will simply step back with that right leg the whole time. Now, if you missed arms yesterday, if you'd like, you can throw in a shoulder press with those. That is completely up to you. Also, I'm more of a do as I say, not as I do trainer. Tying your shoes on leg day, a very good idea. Me, not so much. I have a tendency to, ever since I quit playing basketball, I just got lazy. I never tie my shoes. Unless I'm running. If I'm doing double floor in a class, you'll probably see me without any my shoes tied. If it's on leg day, I usually just wear a pair of shoes that are a little tighter on my feet. I don't know why. All right, you have about 5 more here. Real side lunges. In 4, 3, 2, 1. You can go back inside. With those feet inside the bands. And step side to side. Now, if you like, if it's too difficult to step up and down without those bands moving, running with your shoes, just push those hips side to side. Keep those feet wide. We'll go back and forth right here. Now again, if you have bands, I feel like this is going to be, and again, this is also depending on which resistance type you're using. These are, I believe, medium resistance. I think they're about 15 pounds. Don't quote me on that. But if you have dumbbells, this will be a little bit harder than with bands. So with those bands, take your time. Fight that resistance a little bit more. 10 seconds. We're going to go back to squats. You got about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, you want to get a little extra biceps in, you can hold right here. If that's too easy, if it bothers it being up, just grab lower on your bands. You can add some tension on those squats. Now, not all y'all know, but I am a huge Michael Jordan fan. I saw today that on April 19th, ESPN is going to release early the 30 for 30 special they have. I believe it's a 10-part series. And I'm like a kid on Christmas. I can't wait to watch it. So if you want something to do in a couple weeks, since we're all going to be here, that's what you should do. Now, not to be the one that spoils all the fun, don't forget tomorrow is April 1st. So don't believe anything that's said to you from anyone that's not on the news. You got 5 here, even then, obviously we're a little skeptical. You got 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hit those lunges. So, 1 of 2 things. You can play some cruel jokes on your friends. Let's just try to be somewhat nice and not use Corona as a April Fool's joke of any kind. Let's try not to be extra cheesy and use the beer Corona as any sort of joke that involves the coronavirus. 1, I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, it's going to be played out. A lot of people are going to do it. And 2, we're just better than that. Not better than playing a Fool's joke. I'm all about Fool's joke. We're better that we can do something smarter and funnier and more clever. Because we're all kind of badasses that way. All right, we got 15 seconds here. You're going to be done with round 1. You got 10. Last 8. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Okay, we are officially done with round 1. I am going to disappear for a second. Turn the fan on, those above me. I know you can't tell. Somebody opened his eyes for a second. Didn't you? You open your eyes up? You need a bath today. So we've got this workout here. 30 seconds, we're gonna start round 2. Tonight at 7, normally at 7:30, but we moved, we're doing our podcast at 7. We've got, tonight, we're gonna be working with a specialist that's gonna focus on relaxation, meditation. What we're gonna do at 7 o'clock tonight instead of our normal 7:30 time slot. So if you guys want to jump in, want something to do, let me know. We will see you on there. Also, it's a live chat, so feel free to jump in and chat with us as we're going. Okay, it's time. We're gonna go back to what we sort of did. You can do this with bands. We're gonna isolate a little bit, one leg at a time. So here's what I want. You can go with bands up here. If you have dumbbells, you're gonna be fine, but I just want to demonstrate real quick before we get going. We're gonna be doing reverse lunges for 30, curtsy lunges for 30, and then we're gonna step out to the side and do side lunges for 30. So if you have bands, hold them up by your shoulders the whole time, and you're gonna keep your left foot on the floor the whole time. If you have dumbbells, if this gets hard with 2 weights, go with 1. Same idea for you, except when we do side lunges, you're actually gonna pick your foot up every time and take it back out. So we're gonna go 30, 30, 30, and then we're gonna take a quick break for about 5 seconds. We're gonna transition to the other side. 30, 30, 30, back to the other side, back to the right side. So we're gonna focus on the left side for 90 seconds, right side for 90, left, right, and we're done with the first half of round 2. Okay, so let's get ready to go. Again, you can do this without bands, or you can hold by your shoulders and do these lunges with bands. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, reverse lunge, only with that right leg. Now I'm gonna go without bands, because as I was looking a second ago, I've noticed that my bands that I've used consistently, and I forgot to always use a door wedge, are starting to need a little bit of a strain in them. So I've got another set that I'm ordered that I'm going to use, but I'm going to go without bands just so I can give those a break since I'm going to use those every other day. But if you have bands, you can use them over your shoulders. Give me 3 more here. 2, 1, curtsy lunge. Now, on this curtsy lunge, I want you to focus on pushing your hip back and out to your left side. Don't just lean to the left. Watch your knee. So I want you to keep that knee back behind your toe, but don't fall. Again, tie your shoes. 12 seconds here. If you don't feel comfortable doing that curtsy lunge, you're fine to go straight back with that reverse again, or continue if you'd like. I want you to focus on pulling back and out to that left side. We got side lunges coming up in 3, 2, 1. Now, since we're all friends here and being honest, there will come a time where I'm going to bust my ass doing one of these exercises. And as the good friends that you are, because I would do the exact same thing to you, I would check to make sure that you're okay. And once you are, I will totally put this on a blooper reel on Instagram and tag you over and over and over. Got 5 more here. We're gonna switch legs on 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse lunge right leg this time. So keep everything close. The first person when I do a blooper to tag me will get a free MC Fitness hat. So we've got hats. We're just giving out little giveaways as we go. There'll be different ways to get them. Most of y'all that are regulars, when I see you, you'll get a hat for free. If you don't wear hats, put it on your mantelpiece. I'll sign it for you. Makes it a little bit worth less than what we originally go for, but you know, it's up to you. We're switching the curtsy lunges here to this right side. And as you're pushing back, pushing the hip out to that right side. So we've got 10 seconds here. We're gonna hit those side lunges back to the right side coming up. Give me about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right side. Now, I'm also curious to see how I do tonight because these shoes that I have on that are untied also are very worn. They're a pair of the Flyknit Metcons, which are one of my most comfortable shoes and favorite shoes to do all my hip workouts in. 10 seconds here. We're gonna go back and hold the reverse lunge on this left side. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Left foot's forward, right foot's back. We're holding pulsing right here. Now, the reason the fly mitts, I like Metcons in general, but my foot, I have a narrow heel arch area. And as you come down, my foot gets fat, which means if you look at my shoes, the outside of all of them are pushed out or busting at the seams because my bone sticks out a little bit further on my foot there. So imagine like the knuckle on your pinky toe. So the fly mitts are a little bit more, well, they're fly mitts, so they stretch a little bit. So my favorites, they're worn. So right now on this hardwood, it's not real, to be honest. They will slide a little bit. So one thing is definitely doing is engaging my core a lot more. If you'd like to see how this feels, if you have any gliders, stand on a glider and try this shit and see how much fun it is. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, switch. Right here. So last minute here. So yeah, so anyway, like I was saying, tonight is just gonna be a good night for me to fall and bust my ass. And I know deep down you are hoping that happens. Let's be honest, if I was in your shoes, I would 100% want the same thing to happen to you. I'm a very big fan of joking with my friends. I talk great about them behind their back, but I will talk shit to them to their face in sarcasm and just making funny comments to them. That's just kind of what me and the guys do. We razz each other a lot. So if one of my friends, my workout partners, if they busted their butt and did something stupid and I have it on tape, I'm going to show everybody about it. 10 seconds here before we go again. So I'm going to say I'm slightly surprised at Bear right here, who has not really moved a muscle during this. It looks completely comfy. His little skin patches, if you look close, have gotten a little better. He still looks like a leopard. But we still love him. He's still a fan favorite. Aren't ya? Aren't you? You sting like a dog. But I probably do also, so it's okay. Oh, woke you up. Okay, so come back. We're gonna do that same thing. Now, if you have dumbbells, I would recommend doing this with dumbbells. It will be a little easier in the sense that the transitioning will be smoother. The bands are still a challenge if you want to go and have some tension, but the movement is a little harder with those bands, in my opinion. So let's get ready to go. So again, we're going to go 30 seconds, reverse lunge with your left. Then we're going to do 30 seconds curtsy, 30 seconds side lunge. If you are not using weights or bands, because you don't have any, you'll make this harder, hold each of these for 30. Don't jump. So let's get ready to go in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to turn to the side a little bit so I'm going to space. Hey, big guy. Yeah, this is, I'm going to shake hands. I'll shake paws with you. So I'm going to hold and pulse right here because it's just going to be easier than trying to avoid kneeing his fat head. If you look at it from a top angle, he's got a wide lat spread and small hips, which is great for competitions, but he's not competing in anything unless it's an eating competition. Curtsy lunge coming up in 3, 2, 1. I'll move to the side here. Again, you're repping it out here. If you don't have weights or you have a dog that's in your way, you can hold the pulse like I'm doing. It's not as much fun, but it's definitely a good little burn. I like the movement part. I just like the idea of trying to keep more balance on my left side as much as possible. All right, we got 5 here. Side lunge coming up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to sit and hold. 30 seconds here. Ooh, move, so now I can rip it out. And we're back. 15 seconds. Again, try and keep that chest up here. Try not to bend over too much. Try and keep most of that weight back. Chest up, hips back. 10 seconds, roughly. Reverse lunge is coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2. Quick transition. Or get mauled by the bear. I've also realized that this left shoe is more worn than the right, so sliding right now is really fun. It's like ice skating. I do kind of miss the Preds hockey games. I'm excited to have sports back on. Did see the possibility of Phil Mickelson, Tiger Woods playing one-on-one. Got Chrissy Lindstrom in 3, 2, 1. Watch your paw. Okay, I'll just hold it there. Go this way. There we go. Oh, I'm still on the screen. I don't know if any of y'all are big golf fans watched the last one of Phil and Tiger. It was kind of boring, but simply heard a rumor they might be partnered with 2 other athletes. Allegedly, there was a rumor that possibly Peyton Manning and Tom Brady would partner, one with Phil and with Tiger. I would be all for that. Also, that could not be true at all. Something I heard on the radio. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go to that right side. Hold it here. So back, if you have an animal, you pet their head, massage their ears, underneath their chin. Try not to sweat on him like I just did. Sorry, buddy. He's a little sweaty today. So 10 seconds here. We're gonna hold that reverse lunge. Unless you can do it like me, you're gonna hold it again for the second time. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right here. Good news is, we're less than 2 minutes till halftime. Bad news is, we still have less than 2 minutes till halftime. What's up, big guy? You are a fat beast. Laying his body up against me. Just putting 60 pounds to try to hold back. It's a little fun for the resistance. If you don't have bands, feel free to grab the dog. If you don't have the dog, I have one you can borrow. But you have to give me back. All right, we got about 20 seconds here. You can drop that backing down a little bit more. Do it. 15 seconds. Okay, we got 10. I want you to keep going. I'm going to try to switch and maneuver around the dog. Maybe 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch leg right here. Last minute till halftime. Now, coming up on the next round, we're going to target hamstrings a little bit with some deadlifts. So options. If you have dumbbells, you're good to go. If you do not have dumbbells, if you have bands, you can use bands. You're just going to set those bands on the floor and step the feet wider out on the bands closer to the handles to add more resistance to them. Sorry, did I quit touching you? I apologize. Horrible father. If you don't have bands, what you're going to do, if you don't have any weights, you're just going to alternate single leg deadlifts and kind of work on more of a stretch for you. Or if you like, you can always do squats. 15 seconds here to go. We got about 10. We got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm going to retreat for there. Go, buddy. We have our Peaceful Pet Anzi Blue soft chew treats. You can just flour, pumpkin, and peanut butter with just a small little bit of CBD infused in there. They're THC free. So if your dog's gonna have to take a drug test for any reason, they'll pass. Okay, so we have 20 seconds. We're gonna go through. We're going to do the second half of the workout. Get some water, of course, Defiance fuel. Matches the outfit, didn't do it on purpose. But when everything you buy is black, gray, and red, it's kind of easy to everything to match. Okay, so coming up right here, we're gonna focus on deadlifts. Now, if you have bands, if you want to step on the handles here, you can. But again, like we said before, if you have bands, you can step down, those bands close to the floor, and step closer to the handles. You'll keep more tension in them. And then you can cross those handles, and we'll simply hit some deadlifts right here. Just gonna push those hips back. So let's get ready to get started. In 3, 2, 1. So if you have your dumbbells, you can do deadlifts with your dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells, then you can alternate right here. You go right hand to that left foot, get a little stretch in the hamstring, and focus on keeping your right foot off the floor. You can always use a bench, table, or something close to you. Now, what we're gonna do here let's focus on these deadlifts for a minute. I lied. We're gonna focus on these deadlifts for 90 seconds. And then we're gonna go wide with our stance. We're gonna do a sumo squat. When we do our sumo squat, in about 45 seconds, I want you to focus on taking your feet out as wide as you feel comfortable. We're gonna turn your feet out and open those hips up a little bit. If you have bands, you can keep them right where you're at. With the handles, it'll be fine. 30 seconds here. Got about 20. 15 seconds, we hit that sumo squat. Now those of y'all that I trained today online on FaceTime and Skype, we did something similar like this today, so you'll kind of know what's coming up. All right, in 3, 2, 1, wide stance, turn your feet out, drop those hips down, keep that chest up nice and high. Squeeze your glutes and hamstrings as you come up, lock it out at the top. If you have dumbbells, you can go with your dumbbells on your shoulders. You can hold your dumbbells between your legs, or you can always drop to 1 dumbbell if it's too hard to go with 2. So we're gonna go 30 seconds here, and we are right back to hitting those deadlifts. And really focus on as you come up, squeeze your inner thighs, hamstrings, and glutes. We're just trying, as you come down, push your knees back behind you. So my knees are coming back towards the couch as I squat down. I'm not trying to buckle them in. Deadlift coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deadlift again. So when I talked to some of you again, we discussed a little bit of this over the weekend, a little bit last Tuesday. Some of you are saying how you don't feel as fatigued or the burn in your hamstrings like you do in your quads when you do squats. And so I was just reminding you that you won't feel a burn. You might feel a little bit of a weakness, but you're gonna feel more of a stretch. So we're just kind of engaging. Your quads are going to burn more on squats, leg extensions, things like that we do than they will in deadlifts. It does not mean that they are not working. Some muscles, you're just gonna have a burn in more than your others. Deadlifts are just gonna give you a little bit more of a stretch feel. And that's all right. Just want you to focus as you push those hips back. Remember, not bending over, not letting our shoulders round forward. Shoulders are back. We're keeping that chest up. Simply bending at the waist. Push those hips back. You feel those hamstrings engage right there. Well, you don't have to come all the way down. Now, some are a little bit more flexible, have a little bit more range of motion. That's completely fine. But if you feel like, man, I can only go right here, my hamstring engaged, then just go as far as you can. You don't have to come all the way down. Okay, 15 seconds here. We're back to that sumo squat. And nothing too complicated on this one. Just try to target those glutes and hammies a little bit. You got 5 to go. Got 4, 3, 2, 1. Out wide. Sumo squat. Right. Here, I'm gonna add a little bit more tension in this one. I'm gonna keep those bands out wide here. Now, we are doing just this round, focusing on your hamstrings and focusing on your glutes because Thursday is our abs and ass workout routine. So we'll target those a little bit more on Thursday. So people are like, oh, why aren't we doing a lot of hamstring work? Well, it's because we not only hit it today, but we'll focus it a little bit more on Thursday. We'll focus more quads today because we won't hit those quads again until we come in on Friday. We'll sprinkle that a little bit. 15 seconds here. Then come down, push those knees out. Squeeze. 10 seconds. We got 5. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Good work. Okay. Take a minute break here. The timer set. And then we will go back to our legs again. Just making sure everyone jumped on that needed to jump on. Because, first of all, thanks to Dom for asking if class was tonight. Class, what fun is. And I said, I was looking at this text like, yeah, dumbass, of course it's tonight. Why wouldn't it be tonight? And then I remembered, oh, Dom, who is never the dumbass, he's always the smartest one in the room. I'm the dumbass because I forgot to post it and let everyone get ready so they can be in queue to jump on the live account. So, Dom, if you're working out, I hope you got it. I just saw your text where you weren't able to find it, but that is completely my fault, not yours. You know what? For that, I'm going to give you a free MC Fitness hat on me. From Music City Fitness to you, a hat because I am a dumbass. Okay, let's go. We're going to hit those again. Now, if you'd like, I will go ahead and I'll demonstrate this one with my feet on the bands. Since my feet will be staying in place for much this entire time, this one will be a little easier to do. You do not have to do this. You can do it the same way you just did. Again, if you have both dumbbells and bands, rotate here and switch it up a little bit. Okay. Bands on. Let's get ready to hit these deadlifts in 3, 2, 1. Let's hit back, squeeze. Now this one, you don't feel as much tension here, but once you get to about here, when you're squeezing, that's where you're gonna feel that tension on those bands. Here we go, 90 seconds here. And we hit that sumo squat. Try not to breathe too heavily in this. I need to actually go back and listen to some of these. I'm gonna lie to you, I don't go back and listen to these videos or watch the videos because one, I hate my voice, like most people. Most people don't have to do this for a living. I have to talk for a living. I hate whenever I'm recording myself and teaching class at Barry's. Listen to myself, I hate when people post it, and it's me. It's the way I sound. So with these, I don't go back. I don't watch them. Same thing with our podcast. I have gone back and listened to some of the podcasts. So I'm trying to take clips from before. But as a rule of thumb, I just don't go back. Also, I don't know if this is true either. I'm just speaking about rumors I've heard. Johnny Depp doesn't go back and watch any of his movies that he's done. I don't know where I heard that from. But I feel like that was one of those little like random trivia things. Okay. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, sumo squat right here. Now, why squeeze as you come up. Now, I want you to focus on here, again, if you're standing on your bands, you might notice if you don't pull your knees back as you squat, if you've got the thicker handles, it causes your feet and toes to roll forward over that band, which causes you to be a little too top heavy. But if you shoot your knees back, it keeps that isolation on your glutes and hips a little more, and so you don't lean forward, so you don't fall as much. All right, 30 seconds here. We're gonna go back to those deadlifts. I can tell you one thing for sure. After being away from group fitness for so long, I definitely appreciate it more. Not only the teamwork and the camaraderie and the family, but just, it's easy to have to be lazy about that. Right, let's go back to those deadlifts right here. I found like, I went for a little jog earlier today. And I say little, I mean very, very small jog. Because I hate running. I got bored. I didn't do the stairs like I thought about doing. Figured my head was in the right place, but it literally rained most of the morning today. We got a little bit of sunshine earlier in the afternoon, later in the afternoon, I guess. So went for a little jog. I was like, you know what? No, I'll do this. My buddy AJ, who I think is jumping tonight, that fool runs 5 to 8 miles a day. Rain, snow, sunshine, and that's fine. You're just a different type of crazy. Don't get me wrong. The last thing I ever want to be is normal. I think weird friends get along better. I think they have more fun. Again, we've already been over that. My definition of fun is a lot different than everyone else's, but in the grand scheme of things, just because we don't get along, we won't be friends, just means you're wrong and I'm right. Just joking. 15 seconds here, we're gonna hit that sumo squat. Got about 10. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna go sumo. I'm gonna go off with this because I want to. I'm gonna focus more on mine on a little bit more of a hold. I'm gonna give a little pulse and squeeze. I'm gonna stretch. More stretching my glutes here. Again, if you want to go with your bands again, you can. You can just rep this out. I'm just throwing in a couple pulses at the bottom. You can hold this whole time. You can rep it out for speed. I'm gonna give you the options right here. "20 seconds. Last 15. I don't know who else lives around the Gulch area besides me. 10 seconds. But every night, we got Fast and Furious going on down the highway. You can hear them right over here on Interstate. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Shake it out. So I leave the door open. It feels great. Get the breeze coming in. It helps take away from that dog smell. Put you in. It's my fault because I need to give them an extra bath. But all that aside, it is just, I just hear him racing. Or just driving fast, whatever. I don't care. I street raced back when I was in high school and stuff like that too. It was fun time. I definitely, again, finish up my series of Fast and Furious, with the exception I do have to finish number 8, and then I gotta watch Hobbs and Shaw tonight. But I wish I had a view of actually Interstate so I kind of watch it all go down. So you got about 20 seconds to go. Dom, finally made it to live class. Been watching the next day for a week or so. I said, sweet. Yeah, Dom, let's get it. Ladies, if you don't know which one Dominic Cianciola is in class, he's the handsome, good-looking guy that's single with a still solid, very solid 401k. No kids. Owns his own house. Just one of those good old boys from Ole Miss that you take home to mom, take home to dad. If you're not an Ole Miss fan, I could have just made that up. You know, maybe you didn't go to Ole Miss. Let's be honest, why are you judging somebody from where they went to school? I mean, I do it, but you know, I know nothing but good things to say about Dom. So for those y'all looking for someone to take you out and have a good, wholesome conversation and wine and dine you, I don't know where he likes to eat, but pretty much you can't go wrong. We will. You can DM Dom after this. We can set up so since we're stuck here probably in a month or two, you got something to look forward to. You go on a date with Dom. Go on a date with Dom, you get a free MC Fitness hat. So it's a win-win. You get a free hat, you get a free meal. Tom, sorry, I just made you spend some money. Okay, so we are back to focus on our quads and focusing on our glutes on this one. Your options if you want to use the bands. We are going to be doing wide squats, narrow squats, wide squats, narrow squats. So here's what we're going to do. If you have the booty bands and mini bands, I want you to put them on. We're going to be doing some side shuffles here as well. So we're going to be working these glutes out a little bit at the same time. So here's what I want. So just an example. We're going to go wide, narrow, take it out, go wide. Bring it in, narrow, take it out, go wide. We're going to go for a minute right there. And then we're just going to side step side to side. So if you have long resistance bands, it's just small steps. If you have dumbbells, if you want to keep a dumbbell to your side, and you can just do a side leg lift instead. It'll be your choice. Or drop the dumbbells and go side to side. We'll repeat that again as we're going. But right now, squats, narrow squats, and wide squats. In 3, 2, 1. We're just alternating one at a time. One wide, bring those feet in, one narrow. I'm not really worried about your depth here. Just want you as low as you feel comfortable going. Now again, those y'all were telling me like stiff backs, tight hips, and knees. Take this time to go without your bands. Just focus on the stretch more. So come down, give it a little 10-second, 10-second hold, take it up, take it back out. You can use this as a stretch. If you can't do it, yeah, resistance, that's fine. We got 20 seconds, then we got 90 seconds for side steps. Now, when we do these side steps, if you've got room, you can go 3, 4, 5 steps on each side. Or you can just side step back and forth, like a little cha-cha. Let's go side steps in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna go 2 steps to my right, 2 steps to my left. I'm gonna push those hips back. Slight bend in my knees right here. This one's a little bit of a burner. 15 seconds. We're gonna go those narrow squats. 10 seconds. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go 30 seconds on narrow squats right here. And then we're gonna go to those wide squats. About 20. Also, speaking of Dom, again, I don't actually know if you are single. I realized I could have just made that up. So if there is a Mrs. Dom or Ms. Dom, when they're not married, I'd have been there. I apologize to her. But if there's not, ladies, be a Mr. Cianciola, get those digits, let him take you out on a date, enjoy yourself, have a good time. 15 seconds. Got about 10. We're gonna side step again coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 steps to your left, 2 steps to your right. 2 steps to the left, 2 steps to the right. This was a burner, but we're almost done with our evening. Ten seconds. We go back to those narrow squats. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now remember, what's the goal? Push you to failure. If this gets hard, take a break, shake it out for 5, jump back in, or drop your bands or your weights. 15 seconds. We got 10. Wide squats are coming up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it wide. Got about 15. Last 10. We go back to those side steps. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Notice how I'm keeping my feet wide this whole time. Keep tensioning those bands the entire time. Again, you can go side to side, 1 and 2, or just go over as far as you can on each side. Whew. 10 seconds. We hold that narrow squat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Narrow squat, hold. I'm gonna drop those because my elbows need a break. If you can't hold here, you can rep it out. You always drop your weights and take your break as well. 15 seconds. 10 seconds, you get a break, so hold it here. You got 5, you got 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Shit. That was not fun. Boy, that was not easy. It was definitely fun. All right. All right, take your break. So we're gonna do that again next time. Very, very, very similar to what we just did. I'm gonna throw a few extra holds. It'll be up to you to challenge yourself on whichever way you feel you need to do. All right. Morning, sunshine. I noticed that he does not have his yellow donut with him, but it simply means it is hiding under the couch, isn't it? I thought so. Okay, 15 seconds, let's ready to go. Let's wrap it up. This is it. We got 5 minutes and we're done with this. So there he is. Welcome back, buddy. So we're gonna go narrow squats to start, wide squats, side to side. Narrow, side to side. Okay? All right. I'm gonna hold these down a little bit lower. A little bit more of a change in the grip. Okay, let's go. Narrow squats to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Narrow right here. Those hips back. Sit down on those heels. 10 seconds. Of course, you're gonna get right behind me. You got 5 here. About to go wide in 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch it out. Pause. Now again, if you got dumbbells, you can go with those dumbbells on the side of your legs. Kind of add a little resistance on these side to sides, or you can just go without your dumbbells. You can stay low and shuffle side to side. It'll be up to you. 10 seconds. The dumbbell that's going to stay on your side. You can do a side leg lift, alternate back and forth. You got 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to step side to side right here. In, out, in, out. You can also cross these up if you like. Have a little extra tension. 15 seconds. 10. Give me 5. Narrow squat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Narrow squat right here. Again, if you'd like to go for speed here, you can. Again, we don't do, or I'm not doing a lot of plyometrics, but you are always able to throw them in more if you like. We're going for speed or throwing in jump squats. 10 seconds. Wide squats coming up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wide squat here. If you'd like to do a sumo here, you can. Do whichever one you feel comfortable doing. Just want you to focus on going wide with those legs. We have less than 3 minutes to go, and we're done. Just a little burner. Nothing too complicated here. You got 5, you got 4, 3, 2, 1. Side steps. Now again, we're trying to keep everything basic. Back to the basics here. There are plenty of workouts online right now and people who are doing a lot more complicated moves and exercises. If you have more access to more weights, we can help you with 1 or 2 things. We can get together, FaceTime. I can give you some exercises and ways to do similar exercises we're doing on these live pages, these live workouts. You got 3 here. Let's go narrow squat in 2, 1. So for instance, if you have a squat rack, let me know. I can kind of give you a heads up on how we're going to do our workouts and give you a notice so you can do your squats with a barbell. But if that's too complicated, I've got some really good friends that are trainers that are doing a lot of fun, a little more complicated or advanced exercises. You got 5 here, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're just trying to keep it as simple as we can right here because most of us only have bands and dumbbells, except for Julie, who has kettlebells because she didn't listen to Jen when it came to getting her weights. It's okay, we still love her. 10 seconds. We do those sides one more time. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. Right here is our last minute of work. We don't stop. We're just going to go 30 seconds on sides. Last time I did narrow squats for the last 30. I'm going to go wide, and we're going to just hold the whole time. 10 seconds here. Last one's coming up in 5. Get your hold. Get ready in 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 30 seconds. 25 to go. Hips are down. Knees are pulled back. Tilt that Tailbone under. Keep that chest high. Don't bend over. 15 seconds. Almost there. Don't stop. This is it. Last 10. You got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, done and done. Good work. All right, we're finished. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Truly mean it when I say I appreciate you guys jumping in and being a part of this and sharing and posting all the workouts. It means a lot. We've had a few people jump in just because they've seen the post. So even those y'all that have just maybe not a big social presence, not a big deal, go ahead and do it because you never know who may see. And again, people who are embarrassed to come to the gym or intimidated by Greek fitness, this is a way they can get a feel for what we do at Barry's in your own home. And then when you come in, this will be a very similar routine of what we just did. So you'll be ready to go. So whoever you know, share with them, do what you can, tell people about it, like, subscribe to the page. Again, podcast will go live at 7 o'clock. We'll see you guys there. If I don't see you there, we will see you tomorrow. What are you? At 5:30 on chest, back and abs. Y'all stay safe, stay home. Mark, thank you.